This is going to be one hell of a fight.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Victorville, California, here is the exciting boxing sensation, King Ryan Garcia.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. Nice counter shot. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Counter punch. Considering we're outside in the sold-out arena, it almost feels like the Roman Coliseum and two gladiators going at it.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. When are we going to see a jab from these two? It's all offense all the time. That uppercut doesn't land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
He's not in your league. Come on, switch it.
There's the bell for round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make you fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Catch and shoot. Halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, are we about to see a first round knockout? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Good counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner.
Listen, be smart.
Let's get it started in round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then,
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. And the kid goes down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
a shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. And he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Are we about to see Ryan Garcia go to the canvas? Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet. To make
Fight's not over yet.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
These two fighters are made for one another. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Like to see more jabs. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get nervous, some of that's so powerful, you don't think of it. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Straight right just misses. Just missed with that hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And
Get your mind back, get focused.
And there's the bell for round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That uppercut misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What a punch. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judge...
This is the beginning of round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The stamina is off the charts. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't afford to make one single minor... Did you see that? And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I've got to see that again.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.